We gon' put your business on display. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display. I got winners on the way. You know you can't knock the hustle. And if you gotta get in place, then we gon' put your business on display. Grab a seat with Neesha for a minute. And if you got the goods, we can talk about your business. She know what it's like to make a move independently. And I don't fake us like that. We been trusting God like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday here in the Chicagoland area. I am Neesha with Neesha's Network. Super excited to be here. I am alone today and super excited. So if you are watching this, please by all means share, because we are going to talk a little bit about a couple things today. My topic today is featuring the finish, finishing well. I've experienced some very different life challenges the last couple of weeks in terms of just my cousin going home to be with the Lord. And it has had me a little bit fatigued. And sometimes we can get a little fatigued in life, fatigued with the disappointments, fatigued with the trials and the tribulations, fatigued with life circumstances. But it is important, as the scripture tells us, the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endures to the end, you guys. And so today I wanted to just briefly talk about featuring the finish. I was talking to my sister Deborah earlier today and talking about how sometimes many people get frustrated in the process of the finish. We get so excited about a new business, or we get so excited about new opportunities or new career or new ministry or whatever God has given you. And we have a tendency to just be so overexcited, and we're all in, and we've invested our money and we've invested our time, and we see what we have in front of us. And then somewhere along midway somewhere we fizzle out when we haven't received what we were exactly looking for, or life's distractions can get in the way. And so therefore, we have a tendency to kind of like shift, and we just kind of like lull down and get kind of how many can agree with that? I know about that so well, you guys. I'm currently working on a book that I've been working on since 2015. And there have been so many things that have transpired since 2015. And it's one of my passions, and that is about relationships. And if y'all forgive me today if I'm a little weepy, but I'm thinking about things about the finish well, featuring the finish, you guys. And so with that being said, I have not completed that book. I have had several coaches, several people to push me, to help me, but I have not finished. But I am determined that I will feature the finish, you guys. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I'm praying it's going to come in 2021. But one of my favorite scriptures is Ecclesiastes 3:11. And that is, he hath made all things beautiful in his time. And that is a Selah for me. I realize that sometimes things don't come exactly when you need them to come, but when they show up right at the right moment. And that is the finish that we need to focus on. Is it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it will show up on time. And that's the timing of God. So with this featuring the finish, I asked the Lord about, since my guest was not able to come today, I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and feature those who have finished. I am super excited about that. So I'm going to start off with a poor dog. It's a poor dog that doesn't wag his own tail. And so therefore, today I am going to feature the finish. Now, let me tell you all, I have some very important news at the end of this workshop, broadcast, whatever this is, Neesha's Network, we work Wednesday. But I want you all to stay to the end, okay? because I have some very important information. So please share, you guys. This is so important. One of the ways you feature the finish is if you're not finished, you feature somebody else's finish, okay? You don't sit back and hold all your giftings to yourself, waiting on your suddenly to take place. You help somebody else and push them along. And I can honestly say that that's one thing about Neesha's network, is that I am all about featuring you all's finish. That's what this is about, or featuring you all's in the midst of, so that you can be pushed to your next destiny that God has for you. It's a gifting I have, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm humbled by it, that building relationships is not just about, oh, we're just friends, or, oh, we just met each other, but it's about how can we sharpen each other? How can I push you to feature your finish, to finish well? And so today, that's what we're going to talk about. So there are two things that me and my husband have completed. And that's none other than Reboot Your Marriage and Simple Secrets, which you can both find on Amazon, okay? So you guys, if you're looking for, people say, what is Reboot about? You know, my marriage is good. We don't need to reboot your marriage. So, you know, we don't really need that because our marriage is good or whatever. But every car needs a tune-up. Every computer needs a restart, right? Every countertop needs a brush off. Everybody needs to reboot something in your life. And even if you can't reboot a marriage, you can use this book and make it applicable to if you're not married or you want to reboot something in your life, because it really speaks to your own individual journey in order to have healthy relationships. So that's that. And then we wrote this little Simple Secrets, which is a golden nuggets through God's word of some of the things that we do just to be able to have a healthy marriage. And some of them me and Wes practice with so well, and some of them we are challenged in, and that one of them is our time. So definitely check out these books on Amazon, and I'm super excited about them. So let me just say this. Today I am featuring people's finish. I am pushing people. And it is important that you support one another. And sometimes you have to dust off things in your library and say, you know what do I need to read? Or how do I need to support? And you know what? By supporting someone else, you will find that you are supporting yourself because you're investing in yourself. Okay. So we are featuring the finish. Let's go to the next author. I'm going to feature these authors today, and I'm super excited. I have relationships with each and every one of them. So the next one is Becoming Savage by Nicole Ellington. What a powerhouse in a coach. Her testimony is so phenomenal, you guys. And just the grace on her life to speak prophetically is super triple amazing. You all want to reach out to Nicole Ellington. She's the CEO of I Investments LLC, a company designed to equip women to invest in themselves so they can invest in others. Okay, you hear that? That's that featuring the finish. She's not just investing in herself. This is not for her, but it's to help you to invest in others through workshops and classes and other resources. So Nicole Ellington, Becoming Savage. Don't y'all? It's something about that finished title, you guys. You guys need to pay attention to that title. Those titles make a difference. They'll grab you. Becoming Savage. You know, becoming savage for the Lord. We're not going to stand here and be no punks. Okay. I could just go on and on about that. So purchase Nicole Ellington's book, Becoming Savage. You guys, what a powerful testimony this is. Prayers Up, Weight Down by Caprice. And Coach Caprice is a phenomenal testimony. I have watched her go from being very sick to building herself up when physical therapy would not allow her, the insurance would not allow her to continue. Honey, God gave her the strategies for physical therapy. Prayers Up, Weight Down. And she is a weight loss and fitness coach. And she is somebody that knows about putting not only the weight, the physical weight down, but also the barriers of weight that are the weight of the world down. And she has a powerful testimony. So her name is Coach Caprice O'Brien. And you guys need to check out Caprice. She's living in California right now, but she is amazing. There's recipes in here on how to get your body back in shape and back in order. Okay. So you guys check out Coach Caprice. She has my heart. She knows that. Woo! This little fireball right here, firecracker, Miss Shamira Tate, she a little evangelist on wheels, and she's missed one of her callings, which is a comedian, because she's so super amazing. She wrote a devotional called The Devoted Wife Devotional, and her husband have a store over in Frankfort, Illinois. If you are looking for t-shirts or vinyls to get your t-shirts and get some print, you all go check MVP Vinyls out over in Frankfort, Illinois. But she is an encourager. This girl right here, she will push you and give you some funnies along the way too. I love her so much. Shamira's so amazing. Shamira, I'm laughing at you because I'm just thinking about how much joy you bring to the party. Even in the midst of her own storm, she was answering the phones and running a business and being a mommy, and even in the loss of her dad, she still just persevered. She pushed, and she was pushing other people. She can teach you how to be a devoted wife. So this is a devotional that you must have, you guys. Check out Shamira Taste the Devoted Wife. These people are on social media, so if I don't put their websites up, don't worry about it. You guys, you make sure that you check them out on social media on all platforms. Okay, so this next book is very dear to me. It's Fighting Lupus Battles, Hope for a Cure. And this is none other than my aunt, Kayreen Mims. And I am weepy today, you guys, so y'all give me a little grace. I watched my aunt fight for her life at Northwestern Hospital, and the stories that are in here, if you are struggling with lupus, you do not have to die, okay? You can be healed. Hope for a Cure is my aunt's foundation, which is an organization that gives back to the fight for lupus and the fight for that disease, to fight against it. But y'all see the stair steps going up. I watched her start from the bottom in the hospital, and God just totally resurrected her. She has 2 books, but her name is Kayreen Mims. And that's we call her Aunt Kay. But she's probably not on social media, but her daughter, Dr. Celia Mims, is, and I'm sure she'll get this information to her. You guys, if you need some information, I'm talking about valuable information that will help you heal from lupus, you want to reach out to Kayreen Mims, Fighting Lupus Battles, Hope for a Cure, her personal journey, her personal testimony. All right, I'm talking fast, you guys, but I hope you guys are attentive to these books, and please hit the word share. Hit the share button, okay? And if you all haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, you guys should do that. Go to Neesha's Network, take a moment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And that way you can share also, because we are trying to build an audience through our YouTube channel. All right, this is my sister, Tara Lynn Franklin, the prophet of God, the prayer warrior, the iron warrior. She need to be called a bunch of things. But God gave her this book called 4 Arrows in My Hands, and it's parenting principles for aiming your greatest weapon. And her 4 arrows were her daughters. And so the bottom line is that you got to know that you need this book if you need to know what weapons to use against the enemy to fight for your children. Come on, somebody. We need to fight for our children. We don't need to give up on them. We need to reach out and invest in Tara Lynn's book. She is gifted and anointed. Her daughters are A4L. They are anointed, her and Pastor Alan Franklin. Amazing people, anointed of God. MusicNet, shout out to MusicNet School. There are 2 locations, but Tara Lynn is an anointed woman of God, and she is an intercessor. Let me tell y'all, my sister and I, we don't get to spend that much time together, but the truth is that when me and my sister friend get together, and she'll come be in the salon, and God will just have her there at the right time, at the right place, and I'll be like, Tara Lynn, could you do me a favor? Could you pray for so-and-so? And when I say the prophetic voice that comes out of this woman of God, so this book is very prophetic. It will pour into your life. So 4 arrows in my hand. God gave me 4. And don't think that it stops there, you guys. It could be your biological children. It could be your nieces, your nephews. It doesn't matter. Go and purchase Tara Lynn Franklin's 4 Arrows in My Hand. All right. Let me tell y'all, marriage ministry is my passion. Me and Wes, we have been doing this thing 22 years now, really encouraging marriages, counseling them, coaching them, holding workshops, marriage conferences, marriage getaways, and God will connect you with the right people. And I'm very grateful for this next couple. That's none other than Dr. Ruby Powell and Pastor Tony Powell. And they wrote a duo simultaneous book, Flip It One Side, Flip It. It's called It's All Her Fault. It's All His Fault. The Blame Game, the Right Way. Dr. Ruby Powell and Pastor Tony Powell. They wrote this book, and it's their story. They didn't even know what each other was writing, but it was so collaborative together that it just in sync flowed to basically them both telling their story and their journey. And if you want to keep blaming each other, pay attention, purchase this book. It's all her fault. It's all his fault. The blame game the right way. You want to blame somebody? Learn how to blame them the right way. Okay. It's the blame game the right way. Powerful couple. They are marriage coaches. They mentor people and do so much more. And so we're super excited about them. I do want to mention that Dr. Ruby Powell is having with rubyepowell.com. She is hosting an Amp Up Your Career Goals employment workshop seminar. Is June 12th. It's going to be virtual. You know what? Sometimes we can't figure out how we need to get back in the race or how to amp up our career goals. Well, Ruby is an amazing coach and mentor. She has so many programs available, but this Amp Up Your Career Goals is what you need to look for. Go to social media, look up Ruby E. Powell. Amp Up Your Career Goals workshop is June 12th, Saturday, June 12th, from 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. You don't want to miss out on that, okay? So, and you know what? Don't just limit it to yourself. It's free right now. Okay. So it's a blessing to you. So definitely reach out, sign up for rubyepowell.com and go to look up for Amp Your Career Goals. Okay. Invest in your children, have them, especially your young adults. Okay. It's going to be an amazing workshop. All right. So I have to gather a bunch of books here and I don't even have all of them. But I have to give a shout out to my sister, Deborah Anthony. She is the ultimate business coach strategist, and she is an amazing individual. God will give her, she probably got 1,000 journals, you guys, but she'll take those journals and put them in the books. So if you want a knowing God, come on through. This is an amazing workshop devotional. Fully Surrendered is a 30-day journey you guys need to take. Okay, just to really kind of recommit. You can fully surrender over and over and over again. Just like you could reboot your marriage over and over again. It doesn't stop. There's a fully surrender daily, you guys. So you guys make sure you reach out and check out DeborahCAnthony.com. And this one right here, I want to speak to Beyond the Limits because Deborah tells her own testimony about how she was in corporate America. She got hired by corporate and fired by God. I love that. No. Fired by God, hired by her family. One of the things, God, that's what it is, you guys. She tells her own story about when she was in corporate America, but now she's taking what God gave her in corporate and she is doing it, you guys. And if you all need an amazing person to actually tap into for a business strategist, for a business consultant and coach, I recommend my sister. No one has been disappointed. She has a gift that is beyond this world. And so we're talking about featuring the finish, you guys. And so far, we've given you about 10 authors who have finished their feature. Okay. What are you featuring that you need to finish? Okay. It's sitting there waiting on you to really push past it. Now, I am an audio reader. I'm not really that person that can sit and read completely, but I'm an audio reader. But one thing that you need to know, whatever way you need to invest in your hearing and in your eye gates and in your heart gates, you need to feature the finish. And if you haven't finished your feature, go ahead and feature somebody else's. Okay. Next, I am going to talk about my cousin, Dondre Whitfield. Many of you all know him. He's an actor and he lives in Los Angeles, and he wrote a book called Male versus Man. It's so interesting how I meet so many people who just actually have you ever read Male versus Man? Yeah, that's my cousin's book. And such an awesome book to teach men and women really about being a servant or learning how to be served. I think he says males seek to be served. A man seeks to serve. So males seek to be served. A man seeks to serve. And he talks about what God taught him about being a real man of God. And so you guys can go on Amazon for these books, you guys. Absolutely amazing book. Very inspirational, encouraging. Purchase it for somebody else. Women, it's a good book to read for you. It's a good book to walk through with your sons as well. All right. Super excited about that. I'm going to go next to children. Children. Children can be authors, you guys. Children can finish well. And Nichelle Joy, which is our publisher, Marilyn Alexander's daughter, Nichelle Joy wrote a short stories kids book. Actually, this is her second or third book, but this is the one I could find today. The Joys of Writing, short stories for kids. So if you see that your kids are excelling in English, you see that your kids are doing some amazing things in literature and writing, don't just sit back and just be like, oh, they're just so good. They're getting those A's. Oh, they write so well. But they are needing to publish. Come on, you guys. Push your babies to publish. And you can order Nichelle Joy's book on Amazon, you guys. She loves bringing characters to life. These are bedtime stories, but she has another book that's pretty amazing as well. So check out Nichelle Joy on Amazon and also social media, and contact her mom, Marilyn Alexander, who's a publisher. All right, next. I met this beautiful soul, and I only have one of her books, and this is a series. It's called Secrets of the 12, Puzzled by Pieces. And basically, I believe it's the 12 disciples that she writes about, or the 12 apostles. I can't remember. Let me just read it, okay? Tasha lives in Tennessee, and she's married to Chad, and we call her the puzzle lady, you guys. It's Tasha Hart. I interviewed her a couple weeks ago. She is amazing to unlocking those pieces that are stuck. She is that person that can actually take those puzzle pieces and help you piece them together. The puzzle pieces of your mind, the puzzle pieces of your heart. Me and her had an opportunity to do a workshop together. It was beautiful. It was amazing. And it began to talk about those barriers that will keep you from completing the puzzle. How many have started a puzzle and got frustrated? You got one of those 5,000 piece puzzles and you were like, you know what? I cannot find this. There is a way to put a puzzle together without being frustrated, you guys. And there's a correct way. And I didn't even know that till we did this workshop. Well, God has anointed her and gifted her as a major author. I don't have her current book that's coming, that's out, called Principles to Clubhouse. I think that's what it's called. And I don't know if Tasha's watching, but the truth is that we've only been on Clubhouse like a few months, you guys, and she went ahead and wrote a book on Clubhouse, okay, about the Clubhouse and how to make it work for you. What a gift, you guys. So check out Tasha Hart. She's on all social media platforms. This is a series, and I have not started reading it yet, just to be honest, because my life has been on fast forward. But you all want to check out this mighty, awesome woman of God who writes very well and pushes people to complete their puzzles and allow the pieces to come together. Okay. All right. Harvest Living. Now, let me tell you something about this one. This Mania Johnson is an amazing person. She's like a little sister to me. She talks about your wellness journey, and she gives you a 21-day journey to explore the different behaviors and root causes that are causing the roadblocks between you being your best self, you guys. And that's none other than Harvest Living by Mania Johnson. Mimi, we call her affectionately. You see that plant, and I'm all about the green. That's why I kind of wore green today, my lemon lime green shirt, because life is so important. 2 John verse 2. I wish above all that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul prospers. And it is so important for us to get healthy, you guys. It's so important for us to have a harvest living. Y'all know what a harvest is, right? You go reap the harvest of everything you've sown. And we want God to be proud of us. So this harvest living is some exercises in here. It's also some recipes for some menus of things that you would like, that would make your heart healthy, as well as enjoy eating. So check out Mimi's book, Harvest Living. Is mental, spiritual, and physical harvest living, not just in the natural, but also mentally and spiritually. And last but not least, I have Rest. Let's Rest. REST. Release emotion and stress together. And this is a new book that just came out by Dr. Shavelta Smith. She is an OBGYN certified OBGYN, and she also is a first responder on the front line. And she wrote this book as a devotional for frontliners and healthcare professionals, but it's not just for you guys. It can be for anyone. And I tagged a couple physicians and nurses in this book, but it's just a wealth of information to help you to rest, because we know that you guys have been moving fast on trying to make sure we have been healthy during this pandemic, and people working around the clock. Well, it's time to rest, release emotion and stress together. And that's none other by Dr. Chevelta Smith. She's also an author of several other books, so you all can go and check her out. She's on all social media platforms as well. Dr. Chevelta Smith, you guys. Super excited about that. So featuring the finish, I just gave you probably over 15 books of people who have finished. I'm missing one. Where is it? Uh-oh, where'd it go? Here it is. I'm missing 3. Ah! Okay. I'm my sister. I called her Dr. Ebony Roberts, my co-worker, my co-owner of NK Artistry Salon in the Tinley Park, Illinois area. She wrote a book called I Want a Divorce. And this book is very meaningful to me because so many people right now have been texting me and calling me and saying, you know what, I'm done. Well, if you are done and you want a divorce, read this book first, okay? She wrote a book called I Want a Divorce, and God went in turn and told her the areas that she needed to take to divorce, the things in her life that were keeping her bound. And so it is a powerful book. It's a powerful tool. It's a devotional you can read with your husband. It's not just about divorcing your spouse. It's about divorcing those things and those areas that you have a stronghold on you. And it is a book of victory. So you think it's one thing, love the title, but the finish of it is that you are divorcing those things that the enemy has frustrated with you in your marriage. And now you are ready to be free. So this is good. Ebony Roberts, you all could check that out on Amazon. My sister and friend, long time, over 25 years, none other than evangelist Sandra Camper, wrote a devotional called Seeds of Life. And such another powerful tool to use, you guys, to be able to just encourage yourself. She wrote this book some years ago, but if you all want to look up Sandra Camper on social media, she's on Facebook and Instagram. Seeds of Life by Sandra Camper, another strong, powerful devotional that will help build your faith and strengthen you. Something about that seed, once it's planted, it's supposed to bring forth life. If it hasn't brought forth life, you guys, we need to check and see, how are we watering it? What type of sun are we putting on it? Is the Son of God pleased? Come on now. Okay, Seeds of Life. Also, we have The Secrets of the Wealth Success Chamber. This is none other than Coach Nikita Lawrence. Secret of the Wealth Success Chamber. I'm getting a tongue twister. And she teaches you tools and creates a unique plan that will help you with your journey in your business and your personal life, taking ownership of your success, breaking cycles. This is none other than by Nikita Lawrence. She is an amazing coach. She helped coach me through Neesha's network in the beginning. Amazing, powerful woman of God. God just had her place her on my heart, me on her heart. And she called me and she gave me some wealth success chamber secrets, you guys. Just really unlocking the gateway to your destiny, your wealth, and your success. Check out Nikita. Nikita's an amazing coach as well. And you guys, don't be intimidated by so many people that are coaches and counselors, because the world is opening right now for us to be able to give back, to feature the finish. That's what we've been doing today, you guys. Featuring the finish of everyone who has been so amazing with taking what God has put inside of them and publishing it. And that's what we want you guys to do, you guys. Share somebody else's feature. Share this video today. Share this live today. It's not just about you and your purpose. I think that Dr. Ruby Powell said to us last night in a meeting, Rick Warren wrote that book, The Purpose-Driven Life, and this is one of his little devotionals called What on Earth Am I Here For? And the first line in there is not about you. And that's what I have learned a long time ago. My journey was not about Neesha. My journey still to this day is not about Neesha. It's how am I making an impact with others? How am I stirring up the gift in others? How am I causing other people to feature their finish? I am featuring people's finish, you guys, on Neesha's network. You guys need to get signed up with Neesha's network, get connected. It is not just something that I'm doing just to waste my time. And here's Neesha doing one more thing. No, God has called me to help people, to push people to finish well. And that's what I'm doing. And then in turn, I am finishing well because those same people are encouraging me. I have had a little bit of discouragement, a little bit of overwhelmment the last couple of weeks. I have fought a fight of faith, but my faith is stirred right now, you guys. I may have a little moments of sadness. I may have a little bit of struggle sometimes where disappointment of the things that I thought should go one way, but they didn't go that way. But guess what? My faith has been stirred to say, it is my assignment more than ever to finish well. I am featuring the finish. Woo! I have said a lot, you guys, in 30 minutes. I can't even believe it's been 33 minutes, right? But share this, you guys. I am so grateful to encourage you today to not sit back and sit on your gift. My cousin's homegoing last weekend was a faith-stirring, phenomenal feature to the finish, okay? He chose to stay in glory because I guess he got a glimpse of something we haven't seen. And that's always my story. If your loved one goes on to be with the Lord, that they got a glimpse of something that said, I don't want to go back to that. So I have to trust the God that he says that in heaven there's greatness. And so therefore, that's our eternal reward. And sometimes when we touch a glimpse of eternity, we don't want to come back to this earthly shenanigans, okay? And not that our family and friends won't miss us, but we get a glimpse of something that we haven't seen before. And so he finished well, and his life was such a testimony. That's none other than Pastor Marcus Oliver. And he was married to my beautiful cousin, Pastor Stephanie Oliver. And I just want to say something, you guys, in the midst of me completing today. What is your finish saying about you? What are you featuring? Are you on display? Y'all know how my song says, we gonna put your business on display. God is putting us on display. And how are we displaying well? What is our finish, you guys? The race is not given to the strength, to the swift or to the strong, but to the one that endures to the end. And it's my desire, and I'm fired up, you guys, to say, just because my cousin decided to stay in glory and we was resurrected him, I'm telling y'all, it means it has pushed me harder and further to say, I am not going to sit back and twiddle my thumbs and be disappointed and get frustrated and allow me to get stuck in a place where I don't finish what God has started in me. Let him complete the work. I can't even think of the scripture. At least I wish you had it, that those who, it's like, oh gosh, I wish I had that scripture. He will complete the work that he has started in you. And it's leaving me right now, but that's okay. So I want to just encourage you guys, feature your finish. And if you're not finished, feature somebody else's finish. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And one more thing, you guys, I have to say this. The I Can Dream Center, Dr. Evisha Ford is my sister friend. And y'all, I have a lot of people that are in my life and that I'm connected to, but I am a board member of the I Can Dream Center. And you can go to the ICanDreamCenter.com. Hey, do you need a CNA program? They are offering, the I Can Dream Center is offering a free CNA program. Now, there are some specific qualifications, okay? You have had to have had some support service, whether it be counseling, speech, behavioral health services. But what an opportunity to be able to go to CNA, get your CNA license for free. If you know anyone that is qualified, you guys, then definitely reach out to the ICanDreamCenter.com and forward that young people, young adults. Come on. Philippians 1:6. Thank y'all. He who began a good work in it is faithful to complete it. So that is what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, Dr. Chevelta in Maryland, you guys. Finish well, finish strong. And if you don't have your finish yet, you guys, feature somebody else, push them to their destiny, push them to know that they can complete something, you guys. And that's what Neesha's Network is all about. I am super excited to have been here today with you guys by myself. Looking forward. If you want to be interviewed by Neesha's Network, you guys, reach out to me, DM me, and we will send you an invitation to be featured on Neesha's Network every Wednesday. We work Wednesday. Love you guys. Have an amazing.
Yeah. Oh. way.